What's going on, guys? Satchy is here, and yeah, welcome back to Train to Glory. Now, obviously, I haven't uploaded this for nearly 2 weeks. I just needed to take a little break from it after getting relegated in the last episode. So I am back, rejuvenated as such to actually play FIFA a little bit and see how we can do in this episode. So there are my statistics so far in this series. 74 wins, 30 losses. Not a bad record at all. So we did actually buy Ramirez in the last episode, so we put him in our team, and that's actually not the big signing that we are going to see in this episode. So first match, he's got a very creative team. It's nice to see teams that are very creative. You don't see much, even though my team is kind of like a standard BPL team, but we did make it 1-0 with Ramirez in his first match, and Sanchez right there on his weak foot, I think that was, missed, but we were dominating in the first half, so I did feel quite confident we could finish this game. Now, this was a brilliant team goal. Great pass and movement, and Aguero with an absolutely great finish to make it 2-0. And that was it for the game. There wasn't really much to show, and that is the first 3 points on the board in Division 2. Now, there's going to be 4 games in this episode instead of 3 because it is Division 2 and we do want to get out of this division as soon as possible. So second match, quite a cheap BPL team. Now, this guy was so annoying. Like, I've never come up against a guy with such a weird style of play. Like, he passed the ball so much, but when it came to like actually getting in the box and shooting, he was so bad and it was just so weird. Somehow he didn't get a penalty there, and at half-time it was quite an even game. As you can see, he has got the majority of the possession, but second half, again, it was such a tight game. You just didn't know who was going to get that first goal, which was going to be vital. We just didn't feel there was going to be many goals in this game. Ramirez hit the post. He's been such a good addition. I'm kind of happy I took Fernandinho out and put Ramirez in. And Sanchez, the ball just kept, sticking to his feet, but he couldn't make it 1-0. And then, yeah, this just happened. It was just bullshit defending, which is pretty standard on this game. And I was really pushing for the win, so I wasn't really trying to defend too much. And in the end, he did get a second goal, and that was it. A very close game, but whoever got the first goal I felt was going to go on and win that game. Unfortunately, it was him, so we do pick up a first loss in Division 2. Let's hope this doesn't become a habit. So the trading method I want to show you was something similar I showed you in the last episode, I think it was, and this was to do with Ramirez. So I went and looked at his price that he was going for. I think it was like 11k or something like that. So I went and just bid on loads of Ramirez's for like 7-8k, and surprisingly I was actually picking them up for that price. I can't believe it really that I'm getting such easy profit here, because I can sell them for about 11-12k, make about, I don't know, 2.5k profit possibly. So as you can see, I've got about 6 Ramirez's here between 8 and 9k, and this is the guy that is going to be joining our club. Second in form, Aubameyang. Now, you may be thinking, well, I've got a BPL team. He's from the Bundesliga. He's not going to have any chem. Well, I'm going to be using him as a super sub for now, and I may change my team a little bit to try and incorporate him. So this third match, he's got a few players not on full chem, so I was trying to exploit that. Aguero did make it 1-0, and second in form, Aubameyang was on the bench if needed. Di Maria made it 2-0, and we were cruising in the 20th minute easily. However, once it got to 2-0, he started to actually play some proper foot. We chipped it over to Alessandrini, who just headed it in front of Courtois. That was my fault really. I didn't bring Courtois out quick enough. It was very nice play from him. Look at that for the statistics in the first half. Same goals, same shots on target, same shots in general, and the same possession. But second half, it was all him. He was getting so many chances, and then we get some more bullshit defending. Like, am I even supposed to do anything about that? It just naturally goes to his feet. Look at this again. It just doesn't make sense. There's nothing really I can do. Maybe I could have defended a little bit better there, and he squeezes it in for 3-2. So he's turned it completely around, and this is when the super sub is needed. So we bring on second in form Aubameyang at striker. We put Aguero at cam and Di Maria at CM. We take Matic off, and we just go all out attack to see if we can get back into this match. However, he went on the counter-attack, he crossed it into Lacazette, and Lacazette scores. So, 10 minutes left, and we need to get second in form Aubameyang into the game to show why he is a super sub, and he did exactly that. A cross from Sanchez into Aubameyang, and he heads it in, and we have 2 minutes left to actually get an equaliser, and in the last minute, Aubameyang got us an equaliser. Like, wow. First game, he does exactly what I wanted him to as a super sub and gets a couple of goals and we get a draw. Now I'm going to try and adjust the team so I can get Aubameyang in full chem, but it's going to be hard because he's not from the best nationality like Gabon, so it's kind of hard to get like hyperlinks or like actual strong links. So we're going to see in the next episode what I do with that, or I may just keep him as a super sub. We'll see what happens. So last match, he's got man of the match Boateng. He's got Ibra on, I guess, 2 or 3 chem, which I don't really understand. And this guy was a weird player. I thought he would actually be pretty decent, but we did get a penalty in the 4th minute. Aguero scored, so we didn't have any hassle with that because I've been missing a few penalties here and there in the last few episodes. So we made it 2-0 after 14 minutes, and this game was easy as hell. We sweated it into Sanchez, who made it 3-0, and that was the game. There was one more chance here in the second half, a cheeky chip from Di Maria just to see if we could make it 4-0, but we didn't, and then he did rage quit halfway through the second half, so I didn't really want to spend too much time on that match because it was very easy. He didn't really cause me any sorts of problems, even though he did have the majority of the possession. But that is it for this episode, guys. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Not too bad, but could have been a lot worse. So we'll take it and we'll just move on in the next episode. Hopefully we can get Aubameyang involved more. So I finally sold all the Kelvins that I did have in my trade pile for around about 15.5k to 16k. There's hardly any on the market now, so that trade method is kind of like gone. But we also saw the storage eventually, but we are going to try and focus on Ramirez now. So we are going to list one at a time. This one was bought for 10k. We're going to try and sell him for around about 12k, maybe just under that, and see how that works. But yeah, like I said, we're going to sell one at a time, and I think that's best because if I sell them all at once, then they may not actually sell. So we'll see what happens with that in the next episode. So if you did enjoy, guys, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you in my next video.